Talking about food and shit, getting me all zesty. Okay, let's get back on track. Totally forgot what I was doing. Alright, so we're gonna have to help out our blacksmith Gunner, because he needs his blacksmith smithing area.
Not at all. Can I help you with anything?
Can I help you with anything? You are the blacksmith.
Sigurd wants your forge up and running as soon as possible. For that, we need supplies and riches.
Ah, you mean to go a Viking then? Good, good. How I miss those days. Ransacking and pillaging. Blade singing and shield splintering.
I would ask you to join us, but you're the only blacksmith we have. We cannot afford your loss.
Oh, it's no bother. Better I forge axes than swing them. My place is here, not pulling on the oar of a river horse. Though you do remind me, I found a map among the bandits' rubbish, marked up with the locations of Saxon monk huts.
Yes, bandits know as well as we do. Monasteries are full of riches and loot.
Take the map with you, and put it to better use than they did.
A little wink. New location and all that too. I should see if there's anything I can upgrade. I don't think there is. Ah, monastery raids. Here we go.
Bend your ears and listen, all. For the good of our clan.
We could do this one.
Today we raid, but tomorrow we may build.
At last! We will crack these Christian monasteries like a row of hen's eggs!
Hell yeah!
The monasteries will be well
Let the
gone.
sail out!
And nothing more than priests and prayers, I'd wager.
Let's go, Viking! Raid time. It's raid time.
Hearken well in Hall of Kings.
Oh, that boat's fucked. I mean, we're such assholes.
Odin's mead I thought will bring.
Hold on, good scout.
Look there.
Raid! Raid!
Look there. Monastery.
All ashore! Take what you can and be swift about it!
Or we slay every last man and take all the time we need.
Should we be so lucky?
Should we be so lucky?
Stay sharp.
Oh. Whoa. Collision detection got fucked up. He's dead. Ow. Oh, fucking spearman. Oh, that chopping of the head. Ow. Can't see, but I think we did something. No, get out of the way. You dead too? Alright, let's get this loot. You okay? Looking a little worse for wear. Alright, there's loot in here. Plentiful loot. I think... I don't know if I need to go up there somehow. Oh, there's much more enemies though. Jesus, guide me. Ow. Oh yeah. I kind of forgot I have like abilities I can use. I should probably use them. Oh shit. A yeoman.
What's my lead?
I need to kill this guy first. I forgot their shields don't break, do they? Kind of sucking wind here.
Keep your guard.
Yeah.
Javier got your back.
We're good. All of them dead. Alright, we could probably break this window. There we go. Let's get my guys in here too. Oh, there's a door to break in front.
Give me a hand with this.
Yes, raw material.
There is more. We should find.
Beautiful. Okay. Just one more big area. You better run. Squeal like a pig. Alright, there is a way to get in there. It might be this. Oh, we can force the door open.
Hey, come here a moment.
Come hither! Ow. Ooh, used up all my energy. Alright. Where's the loot? Ah, there it is.
Avon, behind over here.
Yep. Raw materials. Exactly what we need.
We are done here. Come on.
Alright, Dag. Let's get back to the ship. We thoroughly fuck the Christians.
Hey!
Whoa.
Day and some fine work from all of you. We should return home and unload everything.
Are you certain there aren't a few more gold nuggets squirreled away somewhere?
My gut tells me no.
Yeah, they're gonna just let us only be able to do one raid for now until we level the fuck up.
Waymore, what's your count?
My count? Dag, I have no need to count my kills. They number too many.
Likely story, Wolf-Kissed. I killed 26, I think.
Nah, there were barely a dozen when we arrived.
No, you missed them. They attacked from the forest.
Yeah, right. Dag is such an ass. Oh, are we docking here? No, we aren't.
Dock the ship here. We'll pick up.
Alright, let's go to our friend and build his forge. Oh, let's grab that.
Back so soon. And with good news, I hope.
Oh yeah, we
We
do.
have all we need.
Let's build ourselves a blacksmith. This is very important to build. It's pretty much primary. You can't miss out building a
This
blacksmith.
is wonderful labor. A forge bigger and harder than my old forge back in Fornburg. Come visit me anytime. For weapons and gear, there is no man better than me.
I will, Gunnar. Have no doubt.
Building and settlements. Yep, there's all the information you pretty much need.
Hello, and well met.
So yeah, if I
Sunan.
go here, you got the Hidden Ones Bureau. We can do a stables over there. And there's of course going to be many more to come. Let's see, that is Renaissance encampment, which that will change eventually. Got a trading post we can build. There's also a barracks we can build too. There's plenty of things we can build. Yeah. But yeah, let's speak to Sigurd. It's gonna talk to you.
Now that you and Bassam are settled, what will you do?
We have work to do, starting in the cities of England. London, Jorvik, Winchester, all three are infested by members of the same order to which Kjotve belonged, but their reach extends much further than this. Of all the lands on Earth, I believe England is the most overrun.
They cause here the same turmoil Kjotve caused in Norway.
Not just turmoil. They spread a plague of delusion, teaching men and women to abase and abuse themselves in exchange for power.
You have strong feelings about this.
Of course. This is the sole purpose of the Hidden Ones, to liberate the body and spirit of man from any unnatural shackles. But we have not operated in England for over 4 centuries. Since the fall of the Roman Empire, the Hidden Ones have not had a presence here. This absence has given the Order of the Ancients ample room to grow and thrive. Our task will not be an easy one, but with a bureau, Basim and I could begin our work. If you have the time and spare resources to build one, we would be most grateful.
I will see what I can do.
Do we even have the resources? We do. Sure. Thinking. Asher, fuck it. We're gonna build every building, so it's pretty much mandatory at this point.
This will make a fine space for my work, Eivor. Thank you.
Well, if your work benefits us, I will see that you keep it for as long as you live among us.
I believe it will, for we have common cause against our enemy. They have dug their claws deep into England. Eradicate them where they are strongest, and the alliances you seek will be far easier to come by. In London, they now operate without restraint. If you were to eradicate them, the city would be in your debt.
I will talk with Ranvi about your idea. Get her thoughts.
Yeah.
Good. Yet, before you do, there is something else. A gift I wish to share.
A gift.
I cannot show you here. Will you walk with me?
Sure.
I will. Lead on.
Walking with you. Stealth attack.
I hear a heaviness to your breathing, Hytham. Does your wound still trouble you?
It does, I'm afraid. There is a pain in my chest for which I have no remedy.
Rest easy then. So long as your mind stays sharp, you will recover.
Of course. Though I am reluctant to displease my mentor.
You risk your health and your life to please Basim. That I do not understand.
I should not expect you do. When we first arrived, I noted a shadow of suspicion in your eyes. A doubt. A wariness.
Is that a question?
No. Only an observation.
Oh, he's gonna show us this one place. Yeah.
Are you well enough to steer this boat?
I am. Have no worry. It is only prolonged stresses that exhaust me. My energy runs low rather quickly.
And what is this gift you wish to give me?
It will not come from me. It is a gift you must give yourself.
More riddles. What fun you are.
Let me say it another way. My gift is not for giving or taking. It is a way of living.
Still no clearer.
It is a thing better demonstrated than described.
Then I will wait.
Forgive my jest. This gift we call a leap of faith. It is one of our Brotherhood's most sacred rites. It is not a tool we use against our enemies, but an act we embrace to strengthen our resolve. Like your meditation, it centers our minds, steadies our hands, and purges fear from our hearts. And more practically, it aids our movements, in flight or in stealth.
You call it a leap. We're climbing a rather steep hill.
There it is again. The shadow of a doubt. Nearly there. Our destination is there.
I suspect you mean to throw me off this cliff. Is that it? Please tell me if I'm near the mark.
And spoil the surprise? To perform the leap of faith, you must give yourself over to something greater.
The gods?
Yourself. Embrace the hope that death will not come before you are prepared to meet it. Believe this, and you will fear nothing.
Our deaths are prefigured, weaved into the fabric of the world. To fear this would be a waste of worry and tears.
Good. Then your mind is already attuned to my lesson.
Such walking, such wow. Gonna grab these berries if you don't mind me.
I will leap first. On my word, you must follow. Lean into your faith, into your strength, and take flight.
You want me to jump from here?
Yes.
I would sooner grow wings and fly away. Thank you for the lesson, but...
Wait! And watch!
Hytham!
Hytham! Pig-headed fool! Are you injured?
You see? My faith proved stronger than my fear!
And that loam cushioned your fall.
Eivor! I have not seen this side of you before! Do not feed your fear! Conquer it!
I've seen my death in a vision. It was not here. Not today.
A perfect fall! And how did it feel?
You spoke true. It was madness and vigor, a purging of fear. A gift I give myself.
That's called dopamine.
Thank you for showing me the way.
Of course. And thank you, Eivor, for hearing me out.
You called this leap of faith a sacred rite. All Hidden Ones practice this same ritual.
As far as I know, it is a rite of initiation that dates back to just before the birth of
It's called a game mechanic.
Are you hoping to initiate me?
I might try if I believed you would join, but that is not my purpose in England. Basim and I are hunting larger prey.
The Order of Ancients.
Yes. You remember the medallion you took from Kjotve's body? That is their symbol. They are a plague, one we hope to purge from this world. Like us, they act in secret. But their aim is to rule the world, not free it from unnatural fetters.
The desire to rule is not unique to this order. Sigurd and I want the same. A land to call our own, and the honor that comes with it.
Do not compare yourself to such people. The Order has no honor, no principles, no humanity. Yet they sit on a great many of England's thrones. If you seek to pacify England for the safety of your clan,
Then it may be in my interest to give you aid. I understand.
you desire alliances. We seek to rid England of its deepening rot. Where these hopes meet, our cause does too. You may think this land ruled by harmless jarls and bumbling thanes. Yet look more closely, and you will find a deeper threat. The Order's invisible hand touches all. It shapes everything, instilling its poison into every level of society. From the lowliest fishmonger to the richest merchants, from wealthy thanes to useless kings, the Order has corrupted all.
Not a lot.
Bassam has given me one task here. To locate and eliminate the Order of Ancients in England, in whatever dark corners they reside. If we work together towards this end, it will benefit us both. You will have greater influence over the kingdoms of England.
And you will have more medallions to count.
Exactly. You should begin in London. I have credible reports that the Order is working now to seize the city.
I will speak with Randvi about this.
And while you are there, be on the lookout for our symbol. Centuries ago, the Hidden Ones had bureaus built around England. There were 6, I believe. If you can find them, search them well for documents bearing the same symbol. It will greatly aid my studies.
I will. Thank you, Hytham, for all of this.
Oh boy. Yep, and now here's another menu to look at and absorb. Yes, I pretty much know all of this. This was introduced, I think, in Origins. At least this type of tree. Your target trees and stuff like that. Gotta look at related item. So all I'm trying to do is get rid of the exclamation marks. Oh, we know where he is. And we know where you are. We don't know where you... Oh yeah, you're dead. Never mind. We don't have to worry about him. He was our first Order member we killed. The Hidden Ones. Spearmen, the most annoying, one of the most annoying out of all of them. They have really, well, they use their range really well. as such, they should. Gauge his range, or reach, stuff like that. Okay, Toss of the Light. I think this will be an ongoing one, but yeah. Completed. Includes. We're leveled up again. So that means more points to spend. I am wondering though. Parry damage, that would be nice. Perfect attacks would be good. Dual swapping, don't really care for that. Maybe parry attacks would be great. Ah. Try and get closer and closer to unlocking certain things. Need to go to my quests. Yeah, breaking the order, which means that's gonna be one of those long-term ones. You won't be finishing, I think, this quest until like endgame. It's kind of crazy. And then this find all the codex pages is gonna take a while too. Settling down. Let's finish this one up. Things. Plenty of things.
The Saxons break their kingdoms into smaller territories called shires. This one is called Leicestershire. It isn't spelled how you think.
And as you suspected, the Sons of Ragnar moved there some months ago. We know for sure that Ivar and Upa are alive and well in Repton.
Excellent work, both of you. Now have a rest and a horn of ale. You have more than earned it.
Thank you, Randvi. We'll be here if you need us.
Oh, cool. Needed to listen to that.
Eivor,
Oh, hi.
What will you keep in this room?
My finest weapon. For this room is yours. Here you may lay your head, hang your axe, or be alone with your thoughts. Do you like it?
It suits me well, but I would be just as happy lodging with the raiders on the wharf. I need no special treatment.
This is not special treatment. I want you here in the Longhouse, close at hand. I may be the Jarl of this clan, but you and I lead together, as ever. So get acquainted with your room, and when you're ready, meet me at the stables.
Oh, cool. Let's see.
Letterbox for messages and requests.
And I think we got a couple letters. Maybe. Consulting. We currently have the capacity for the following services: blacksmith, hidden ones. So it looks like we need to build stables and aviary, trading post, and barracks. So 3 more buildings to build. And let's go to sleep. Sleep in our armor of all things.
A bed better
So that's
than many
comfortable.
I've slept in, and a good place to recover.
Wants to sleep on our...
Not much,
Oh.
but it is mine.
Oh, do we go to sleep now? No. No, we don't. Alright. Someone to talk to.
Great!
Tell me about what you do here.
If you need something tattooed, you come here and I do it. And you can bring me whatever designs you come upon too. But of course, no shop, no tattoos. Build something for us when you can, and then we'll get working.
Cool. So I think they also do hair as well, if I'm correct.
I must be on my way now.
I want to change her hair to a darker
See you later.
hair
Eivor.
color. So he needs a tattoo shop, but can't really do that right now. Gotta raid more.
Eivor, good to see you.
What do you do here?
Can you remind me what you do here?
Whatever you need for your longship,
Ah,
my husband
longship.
and I are happy to help. We have quite an eye for these things. But right now, we're more concerned with you building us a place to do our work. Get on that soon, won't you?
I know. I need to do all these
Must take
things.
my leave. So
There's
long.
Kitty. Saw a kitty cat.
Farewell, Eivor.
Kitty cat. Cat. Kitty cat. It's kitty cat. Meow 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 meow. I can't interact with the kitty cat right now. Oh wait, there it is. Yes, kitty cat. Pet the kitty. Sadly, I think they only have 1 animation for that. Kinda wish they had more. But it's whatever.
Ready to ride at a moment's notice. Count on it, my friend. The path ahead is bright.
With glory at its end. Farewell, Eivor.
Well, yeah. Oh,
Morning, Eivor.
let's talk to you. Okay. Never mind. I'll talk to you a little bit later, okay?
What was that about? Is Bassam leaving us already?
Sigurd means to leave as well.
Is that true?
We know the Sons of Ragnar have camped in the north. It would do us well to pay them a visit, to strengthen our ties to this land.
Is that where Bassam has gone?
Basim's motives are his own. Leave it at that. We have more pressing plans. I am riding to Leicestershire, to a town called Repton. Eivor, I expect you to join me when you have finished here.
I can come now. I only need a horse.
Not yet. First speak with Randvi. She has more than one task for you here. Apart from growing this settlement,
You must seek out alliances as well. We cannot pacify England with so few friends.
Then I must join you, Sigurd, for I am a fitter companion on long roads.
No, Dag. You belong here with the raiders, and you will act as Eivor commands.
Ride in safety,
Yeah,
brother.
you're my bitch.
Follow as soon as I can.
Yes, and I will keep our raiders sharp. Do as Eivor commands. Is he testing me?
He may be. Sigurd is a wise man.
I would sooner take orders from a louse.
Well, I kinda am one. What in the fuck? Oh, is this advertising for their DLC? That was weird. That wasn't there before. I guess it's because their newest DLC has been out for a bit. Let's see. Guided arrows. Rush with death. Dodging just before an attack lands grants you heightened senses. Ooh, that one's a good one. Maybe I should work my way up to there. So I'm trying to make certain pathways to kind of keep reminding myself of what I'm trying to work towards. So we have the Alliance map. We have a new home, which is reach settlement level 2. And then, of course, a challenge from the gods, which is level 221. Yeah. It's gonna take a while. Got some more factions. Order of the Ancients. Yeah, those assholes. World activities. Order of the Ancient stuff and the Zealots, which is tied to this. Alrighty then.
Stable is a bit spared just now, but if you can build me something better, I promise you the
Oh, come on.
finest of beasts.
Stop it. Stop it.
A bustling stable would be a great boon here. I'll see what I can do.
What is it you do here again?
As a stable hand and a gameskeeper, I am happy to help you with any matter concerning your horses or your raven. But for the moment, I'm a little stuck. If you could build me a stable, I can set up shop.
How did you come to have such an affinity for horses, Roy?
They were my best friends growing up. I was a sickly boy with a stammer, and the horses were the only ones who never teased me. Over time, I suppose I came to understand them as well as you may understand people. I listen when they speak, and vice versa.
I have to go. See you
Horse
soon.
whisper.
Make sure you talk to your raven regularly. They like that.
True, actually. Ravens are incredibly smart, and I think they do pick up on the human language. He's not talking nonsense. Ravens are insanely smart.
There you are.
You wanted to see me.
As Sigurd has so ordered, it falls to us to expand our presence in England.
He wants to forge alliances, ironclad, with every Norse, Dane, and Saxon here.
Right. We are the outsiders here. Making friends will help.
Where do we start?
My scouts come and go daily with interesting news and tidings, and I'm beginning to get my bearings in this fractured land. As I learn more, I can give you insight into each territory before you commit to a journey there.
Of course.
Once you have gained an ally in a territory, return home and speak to me. We'll decide your next move then.
I understand. So where do we start?
You have two options just now. Join Sigurd in Leicestershire to the north and meet with the sons of Ragnar Lothbrok, or head south to Grantebridgeshire to meet an army of Danes led by one Guthrum Jarl and his second, Soma. And what's more, our young friend Hytham has been conferring with contacts of his own in the cities. I added his information to the map if you would like to know what he has discovered.
I want to see the Alliance map.
Now our first step. What are we gonna tackle first? we can choose. So we can do this one. Ooh, that one's gonna have to wait. That's a level 90 area. So we could do that one, or we could do that one. So two choices. I think this is where the Sons of Ragnar or Rothbook are. And then, yeah. Okay, I gotta figure that out. I don't know. Let's do this one. We get a settlement boost too while we do that. So, wouldn't hurt.
Tell me more about Leicestershire. I should like to join Sigurd soon.
He traveled to a town called Repton to meet
Worcestershire?
Ragnarsson.
Worcestershire?
They are on the verge of exiling the current king of Mercia, with the hope of installing a king of their own.
A bold endeavor. I should be there to help however I can.
I think you should.
Alright, let's commit. Let's commit.
Good. I will send word to Sigurd and the Ragnarssons, pledging your assistance. If I were you, I would go by ship. Repton is quite a distance north on the River Trent.
River Trent. Alright. Also, I'm guessing we have letters now?
A new letter.
What do we have today? Read Sigurd's letter. Grow a reputation, a land, receive in the box. Alright, cool. So we got plenty of traveling to do. Now the hard part, juggling all these things I need to do. That's gonna be the hard part. Mentally, it's like, oh, this is gonna be a brain workout, isn't it? So I can do that one. Breaking the order, brief history, new home. Fated encounter. That's gonna be reach level 4 for that. River terrain. Speaking of raiding, is there anything else we can raid? Nope, can't raid that one. Can't raid that. Oh, we can raid this. So there's still something else. Oh, there's still like 2 things we can raid. All right, cool. There's 2 more we can raid. So let's do some raiding before we anything. So we'll do that. What we'll try and do is we'll raid, and we'll also try and uncover some of this land. So we'll go with this one first, and then we'll go down this river and hit this one. I think that's the only 2 I can raid. This one's way too high level. So yeah, we'll mark that. Try and get to our boat. Yeah. And then I'm gonna try and get some materials to upgrade my shit, dogs. Oh yeah, that's the long boat people. Oh, sorry. I don't mean to be an asshole, but I do.
Off we go.
Okie dokie, guys. Let's go artichokes. Let's go raid, my dudes.
No raising the sail here.
Sing us a song. More sail!
We need to bolster our numbers, build our places of interest. I got many of buildings to build. Doing these raids are the only way to do it. Or at least it's the major way to do it. It's like, it's the quickest way to build your buildings is do these raids. Music to my ears. I could raid that. I don't know if that's part of the level 160 level. Yeah, I gotta be careful what areas I would like to land. I know when I'm traveling, I'm gonna be in some serious troubles from time to time. So I might have to cross like from one low-level area to another low-level area, but in between there's gonna be some high-level areas I'm probably gonna have to I'm gonna have to cross. Like, don't get in trouble, don't get in trouble, don't get in trouble. Because like one archer could probably kill me in one shot. I just got sniped by the son of a bitch.
Eivor, look!
Can we read that? We can. Why not? Let's rate it. Let's fuck them up. Let's push their shit in. Wait, what?
Sacrifice for Odin!
Okay, here's our first enemy. Ow! Fuck. Someone threw a freaking spear. Alright, where's that spear thrower? Oh, he's a big guy. Let's fuck this guy up. Standard asshole. Punch his lights out, motherfucker. Punch your lights out, motherfucker. Yeah. Got him. That's the way to choose some of those harder enemies. Use that ability. Was it Hades Fury or something like that? And that will do the job. Makes you want to rewatch Vikings? Exactly. Hey Cody, what up? Man, Vikings is such a good show, man. It's like one of the best shows that I think History Channel has ever made. It's like, what the fuck, History Channel? You made gold. Hey, make more shows like that.
Just watch my back.
Yeah, I think they did. Because it was originally History Channel, and then I think Netflix just kind of bought the IP, maybe? I'm not too sure. I don't know the history behind that. Speaking of history. I don't know the history behind the acquisition, if there was one. Alright, there is a treasure here. But yeah, we need more... we seriously need more shows like Vikings. I want to see one about the Crusades. The Crusades would be good. Like, following either King Richard would be pretty cool. Like, King Richard as the main, anti-antagonist. Anti-protagonist. It's King Richard, you either liked the guy or you hated the guy. Yeah, because they have Vikings Valhalla. I don't think I've watched Norsemen, but I have watched both Viking and Viking Valhalla, which is the continuation about like over 100 years past, and they still tell the story of the Vikings, which I think they're making a season 2 of that eventually. Where is... there's the key. Someone's holding it. Yeah, because I watched season 1. I'm still waiting for Valhalla to finish up, but we're still early in the show. Oh shit! Guy tried to backstab me. Raised by Wolves. I still need to watch that. Yeah, because Raised by Wolves is didn't he do Vikings before that? But yeah, I like that actor, man. That actor is so good. Shit. Oh, the wrapping around. Oh. It got canceled? What? So I shouldn't watch the show? They fucked up and canceled the show? Aw, man. That's a shame. So I was actually very interested in the concept of that show. I guess it didn't do good enough then. Season 1 was amazing. Season 2 kind of went off the deep end. Ah, that's sad. It sucks that you kind of like are about to start a show and shit, and then boom. We do have a Westworld Season 4 coming out. Yeah, Laura and I need to continue Westworld. We finished Season 1, but we didn't, we haven't continued it yet. We'll eventually get to it. We got so many shows on our, like, plate right now. I'm trying to figure out, I don't think we're currently watching a show right now. Are we? Are we currently watching a show? But we've already. But like any. I have to double check. I think we might be in the middle of a Tudor season, like season what, 3? We might be. We should probably double check. But yeah, we've been like starting like first seasons or like in the middle, like, and we finished second or third seasons of shows, but we should probably start knocking out some of these shows. We're like on like what, probably we finished season 3 or 4 of like Sopranos, and because this is Laura's first time watching Sopranos, and it's like we gotta do that. Okay, I think we're done with this raid. That's all I wanted to get, was that little treasure from this encampment. Oh, they changed the landscape? What? I better not ask too many questions. I only watched the first season. It's like, yeah, better not keep asking questions about Westworld. I only watched the first season of Westworld. I don't know too much.
Catch the wind. Let's have a song.
The first season of Westworld was good though. Laura and I even watched like, I've never finished like Deadwood. Speaking of a show that's kind of somewhat similar, but Deadwood's more of like in reality. Like, Laura's only watched the first season of Deadwood, and we need to watch that because I want to watch the movie, but I never finished that series either. So what the fuck? Huh? Yeah, apparently there's a season 4, so we'll eventually get there. So I think the navigation AI kind of fucked up. It's not my fault you guys careened into the fucking side of the river. Alright, can we do this properly this time, guys? Alright, this is our raiding party. Alright, we're gonna raid the fuck out of these guys, alright? Why is the water so green? Most likely algae and shit. Algae and shit. Why both? I know that horn reminds me of Gondor's horn. For Gondor! For humanity!
And burn down his house.
I really hope the Lord of the Rings show is good. I really hope. I don't want a disaster. I don't want a bastardization of a fucking like franchise I love, man. They're putting so much money into Lord of the Rings, man. I was like, what? They spent over $1 billion so far? God, that's so much money. They're gonna feel like they're incredibly let down. Yeah, 250 million per episode. That's a record, I think. I know Game of Thrones was expensive to make, but damn. So Jeffrey Bezos is sweating. It's like, I don't know about this. Was this a good investment? I don't fucking know anymore. I mean, I'm Jeffrey Bezos, but man, I'm sweating my balls off making this show. Investing in the show. He has no partaking in actually making the show. Oh shit. Hey, we'll move it. Lord of the Rings show is 58 million per episode? Oh, I thought it was more. I was gonna say 250 makes sense, but if you think about it though, that means they only probably did like 4 episodes. Yeah, 58 million. I think Game of Thrones did like 100 million at one point or another when it came to a certain season. I think it's season 6 or something like that. It was like 100 million per episode.
Give me a hand.
Yeah, because they spent money to acquire the rights to make a show, which cost them a shit ton of money. And then, of course, the production of making each episode, I think, rounded up to around 100 or 102 billion. 1.2, like $1 billion to $1.2 billion worth of like spendings. Yeah, the numbers are insane. I was like, well, it's Lord of the Rings, man. You can't do that cheaply. I mean, you can. If you really think about it, like, if you're a good enough creator of like movies and shows, you could probably do it in the budget. It's just excessive spending, man. Oh no, I'm low on battery. Good thing I have a cord somewhere. Oh, does he have he was a pretty tough enemy. Making sure I got stuff I can... I think, yeah, there we go. This is Bard. Oh yeah. Hobbit was expensive to make. The Hobbit trilogy, and it wasn't as strong as it wasn't as good as like Lord of the Rings. So I can see why people were worried. It's like, look, you made, same director and everything, made Lord of the Rings and Hobbit, but Hobbit was like drastically different in quality. It's like Lord of the Rings still holds up, but the Hobbit doesn't. I was like, how the fuck? And Hobbit was made later. It's wild. It's wild to think about that. Oh. Wait, Del Toro was supposed to be the original director of The Hobbit?
Hey, can't do this alone.
That's... Oh, is this a Bard room? Is there no... Oh, there's treasure here. I was gonna say, is there no treasure in this fucking thing?
Hey, come here.
Yeah, WB, of course, always wants to have... Just Hollywood in general always wants to have trilogies. And I'm so tired of them, people trying to make fucking trilogies. It's like, yeah, trilogies make you money and all that, but you also can get a weaker story out of it because, like, one of your movies feel like a big old filler. It's like, oh, this whole second movie just feels like a big old filler for the third movie. It's like a big old setup for the third movie.
Let's spill some in it.
Yeah, fuck that guy up. Oh, I haven't watched Matrix yet, Matrix 4 yet. I'm gonna try and maybe watch that sometime. I don't know if Laura wants to watch with me. Matrix 4. I know Laura hasn't watched, I think, 2 or 3 yet, so if she does want to see 4 with me, she'll have to watch at least the other 2. So it might be a bit, if that would be the case. Yeah, because I've watched the original 3, but Laura hasn't watched 2 or 3 yet. Like, she's watched the original, the OG. But yeah, there's some work to be done when it comes to that. How has she not watched 2 or 3 yet? Because it hasn't been on high priority. It just hasn't been high priority when it comes to, like, movie watching. I've had to introduce her to other things. Which I pretty much, from what I know, I've introduced her to majority of things I wanted to show her. There's still a lot of movies I want to have Laura watch. But when it comes to our movie watching priorities, it's movies that we both haven't watched. So that's usually the priority. It's like movies I have watched isn't as fun for, I guess, for Laura to watch. And it's like, oh, you've already watched this. That's no fun. She wants to watch movies that I haven't seen. Which there's plenty.
Won't take long.
We got enemies in here. Trying to. Oh. Fuck him up, Buttercup. Man, these guys are tough. Ow. I was trying to parry that, but I guess it was a little too late. Let's get the main loot.
Help me out here.
Alright, cool. Technically that says it's completed, but there's still one more thing I need to do. And that is whatever's over here. Oh Lord, I better not say anything. I'm a heathen to you. It doesn't matter. Odin be praised. So it's directly below me.
Odin take you.
It's like, yeah, I grew up Christian. I better not say anything bad. That will be embarrassing. Y'all can't handle the truth. So I gotta... Oh, sorry to interrupt your dinner. Alright, so I gotta figure out... Gotta figure out how to get this bad